Hi, I'm John Olson. Welcome to Next Stop from the Okanagan Valley. Kelowna, British Columbia is a city full of pleasant surprises. In the past several years, almost 200 wineries have sprung up, and with wineries comes fine foods and a rich culture. Less than an hour from Kelowna is BC's second largest ski resort, Big White, a world-class ski resort offering all the awesomeness that you can experience in a winter wonderland. Our featured band, Kelowna's own Rowdy Men. The fun starts now. Some people kick their day off at the gym. We kick our day off snowshoeing with Ed with Monashi Adventures. I invited my friend Catherine along from Tourism Kelowna. She's from these parts, so she knows what she's doing, but I need a little snowshoeing 101.
These are quite easy. Most modern snowshoes, the idea is you want to generally be your toe about 2 fingers from the front loop, so you're on a pivot. So these have a nice pivot action to them, so you have more of an actual walking motion with the snowshoe. Guys, as we head off the trail, notice the signage here. A lot of the different animals we'll see, fishers, squirrels, even black bear in season, but they are hibernating right now, so. Nice fresh snow today, so every track we're seeing today is fresh, and here's the first one. So here we have a squirrel. Squirrel is quite interesting how they move along. 5-toed animal. You can actually see the 5 toes in the imprint in the snow. Hey guys, we found a really unique track here actually of a least weasel. Sort of like a ferret in size generally. They weigh about 2 to 3 ounces, quite light, but right at the base of the tree well there, he's got a tunnel going down into his hollow, his sleeping area. We've been hiking along a pretty packed down trail from a few people this weekend, and you burn about 400 calories an hour doing a pack trail. But let's head off into some fresh powder. We can double our calorie burn.
Okay, so you've probably seen snowshoeing before. Most people have seen that. Burned a lot of calories. That was a lot of fun. But here's something I can almost guarantee you've never seen: snow biking.
Within half an hour, you swap out your back wheel, put on your disc brake on this unit.
Awesome. Well, show us how it's done, man.
So off we go. Let's try the skis now, see what they feel like.
Let's convert this baby.
So here we got the skis on there now. So this is a little different. We don't have the rolling of a front tire. So big thing is no real quick motions. You kind of flow more.
Now you have a patented close you like to do on every tour, don't you? That's what I hear.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of known for my Monashi!
Mission Hill Family Estate is world-renowned for its award-winning wines, its stunning setting and architecture, and its cuisine. Let's learn about their wines and dive into one of their cooking classes. This winery, this structure, the setting, the architecture is just amazing.
Now, Anthony really wanted a winery that would be recognized on a global scale, not just within Canada. The architect calls himself a second-glance architect. They thought being every time you come here, you see something in a different light or a different perspective, or the vista's playing off the architecture in a different way, and it's truly world-class.
Something that's new for us, not new for you, because you guys have won several awards, is your ice wine. Mm-hmm. And we went out and went into the vineyards and were able to actually pick some of this stuff. Tell us about that.
Well, it's a great experience to do once. Ice wine, I really consider Canada's gift to the wine world. Ice wine was first established in Germany in the late 1700s. You're really looking for a balance of sweet and sour, and a lot of versatility as far as food pairing goes with, or just dessert in a glass, as you'll see in a sec here.
I've never tasted it. Without further ado. Wow, that's really sweet. So you guys actually have cooking classes, almost twice a week during certain times of the year?
Yeah. The cooking class will take any sort of different theme, whether it's Italian or Indian or whatnot, start with a specific wine and try and create a dish around it.
actually offer two different styles of classes. This one will be entirely demonstration, and whether it be a class or in the terrace or alfresco dining environment, all of our food is actually built around our wines. And that's one of the keys, because tonight we'll actually use both of those two beautiful sort of experiences, if you will, both going onto the beautiful palate.
Many of you can find Mission Hill wines in your local markets, but if you can't find them locally, I know one place where you're guaranteed to find them, right here at the world-class, state-of-the-art Mission Hill Winery located in Kelowna, British Columbia. It's well worth your visit. When Next Up returns, a Kelowna overview and Canada's most visited winery. Charles from London Influence in Portland, Oregon, the guy that takes care of my locks, told me about a legend here in Okanagan Lake, much similar to the Loch Ness legend in Scotland. Now, Catherine from Tourism Kelowna is going to tell us all about it.
You can't talk about Ogopogo without first talking about Okanagan Lake. It's a very long, 68 miles from end to end. It was formed by the glaciers, and it's very deep. From the top of the mountains around us to the bottom of the lake is actually deeper than the Grand Canyon.
Wow.
That gives the faint possibility that there could be something in this lake that we don't really understand.
Recently, you guys had a little bit of a sighting, though, right?
We did. In fact, we get usually about one a year, maybe a couple extra.
After some of the wine from all the wineries on the hill.
Yeah, that's right. The more wine, the more sightings.
But you actually have this on camera, though. You have pictures of this.
Yeah, we do. We had a resident who saw a very strange water spout in the middle of the lake for no apparent reason, and she took a picture.
The waterfront's beautiful. Our hotel, Monteo Resort, is a first-class hotel. You just wouldn't expect that right here.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely stunning resort hotel, and right on the lake, as you can see, very central, lots of wineries. The other great thing about the Monteo is the Wild Apple Restaurant. And their chef, Bernard Cassavant, is a BC superstar chef.
And it's right on the lake, too, so it's beautiful. Now, I want to see more of Kelowna because we just got here and we've never been to Kelowna.
Well, come on, I'll show you.
Kelowna means grizzly bear, which is the significance of this right here, right? And this is
exactly.
relatively new.
It is. We just opened this park where we're standing, Stewart Park, in just a couple months ago, actually. We've got City Hall across the street, we've got the downtown core, and the cultural district. So we're right in the middle of it all. The cultural district, that was at one time the heart of the fruit industry and the packing house kind of quarter of Kelowna.
And the fruit industry kind of grew into the grape industry, which has grown into an explosion of wineries here.
Absolutely. So it was, the soils around here are ideal for growing pretty much anything.
Besides that, what's unique to Kelowna? What's different about this town than maybe, say, Vancouver, BC, or other towns in Canada?
The climate is very different, the lifestyle too, lots of outdoor activities, mountain biking, skiing, any winter sport that you can think of, snowshoeing, snow biking, whatever it happens to be, and you can do that right here.
I've never been to Kelowna, so to learn about this great area, I went to alaskaair.com and clicked on City Guides under the Destinations tab. I was surprised to learn that Kelowna was built around the fruit growing industry, which explains its many heralded wineries. For more information on Kelowna and other Alaska Airlines destinations, visit alaskaair.com today and click on Destinations. We're at Canada's busiest winery, Summerhill Pyramid Winery. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is the most unique wine tasting we've ever done, and we've done lots of wineries. Ezra, thanks for having us.
It's my pleasure.
Take us back to the 1980s when you moved out here. You were 6 years old, and you moved out here, and your father had a vision. What was happening?
He did. At the time, his vision was to retire and become an organic farmer. But it evolved as we settled here and started growing grapes and realized the potential that this region had for producing world-class wines.
So what you guys do, your philosophy is a little bit different than what other people do.
Well, this place is based on passion and nothing else.
Why a pyramid?
It's just an extension of the same philosophy. You know, wine is alive, and everything we do, it vibrates and affects the whole world around us. The natural ratios of pi and phi are integrated into this building. It's actually aligned to the stars, to true north.
Do you think that affects the wine? I mean, do you really?
I absolutely do, yeah. I totally think it does, and we've done years of taste testing.
And you actually won a huge award with this one.
That's true.
That we're going to taste. Tell us about that. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is a Sipes Gabriel. This is 100% Chardonnay, grown right here in our Kelowna vineyard, right where we're standing. So I don't want to lead you and give you tasting notes before you try it. So just put your nose in there.
It's nice. It's different. What am I tasting that's different in this?
Well, this wine has extended surly aging, note of sort of brioche and biscuit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's much more full.
Mm-hmm. But the fruit really comes through, and that's what's so amazing about the Okanagan Valley.
Well, this was definitely one of our more unique tastings, and thank you for putting this together for us. This was awesome.
My pleasure.
And congratulations on all your success.
Yeah, thank you.
I think you guys made the right choice moving from New York to Kelowna.
Oh, yeah. I like it here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Less than an hour away from Kelowna, and voila, here we are at Big White Ski Resort. Katie, I hear you have like a great itinerary planned for us, starting out with this awesome party for us.
Welcome to the crown jewel of the Okanagan, John. We heard you guys were coming, so we threw together 30 of the Okanagan's finest wineries, and we're going to release the reds tonight.
Okay, this isn't for us. What is this actually?
It's actually, we call it the third annual Big Reds at Big White. So all the Okanagan wineries, we select 30 of the finest, and they come up and they're releasing their reds tonight. We also are going to have many restaurants doing more intimate, wine pairings with some great dinners.
Well, we had a good time at the wineries down in Kelowna. It's amazing. But we're here to enjoy your winter wonderland.
A lot of people don't know we're actually Canada's largest fully ski-in, ski-out resort. And we can accommodate 17,000 people on the mountain. So if you're the avid skier and just want a clean bed to lay in at night, a small room, we've got that. We've got, your full-service hotel room, self-contained condominiums.
What does Big White have that maybe other ski resorts don't have? What makes it number one in North America?
We have outdoor skating rinks. We have an outdoor tubing park that we're going to let loose on tomorrow night.
Yeah.
People think it's just for the kids, but it's for the adults as well. We do horse-drawn sleigh rides, dog sledding. We actually let you stand behind and mush a dog sled. We have a signature drink, John, that's only served at Big White anywhere in the world. All I'm going to tell you is head upstairs, Snowshoe Sam's, check it out. I'm going to meet you downstairs, and we've got one heck of a night in store for us.
I'm game. Cheers.
A little Marnier, a little Flame, a little Shotgun.
Whoa! Okay, so you guys know how to roll out the red carpet. First, you got the wine reception. Then the most amazing coffee drink I've ever had. And then this crazy white party inside here. You guys know how to do it right. Tomorrow, what are we going to do? We're going to ski. What else are we going to do?
We're going to hit the slopes all day tomorrow. Just when you think your body's going to give out, we're going to go climb the brand new 60-foot ice climbing tower. Once the sun goes down, we're going to pretend we're kids and we're going to hit the tubing park.
Oh, I love it. Sounds great. I suggest we go back in and play with the kids, though.
Sounds good. Let's head in and we'll see where the night takes us.
Okay. Coming up on Next Up, find out why Big White was voted the #1 ski resort for families in North America. Big White is British Columbia's second largest ski resort, featuring ski-in, ski-out accommodations for 17,000 guests. They've got 16 lifts and 118 runs for people of all abilities. But the best part, it's located less than an hour from Kelowna. It's equipped with everything you'd expect from a world-class ski resort, including this quaint village. So for those of you who don't like to ski, we got your shopping therapy. Today on Big White, we're kicking it off with downhill skiing and some snowboarding. Josh here is the director of snow sports. And before we get kicking off with the lesson from me, because I need some pointers, it's called Big White for a reason. How big is it?
Well, there's about 3,000 skiable acres.
How high are we up here? Are we at the top right now?
We're pretty close to the top. The top of the mountain's about 7,800 feet. The top of the top lift is 7,600 feet. And you see the stuff behind us here. These are what we call snow ghosts. That's one of the things that we're famous for.
Those are way cool. How are these formed? What's underneath these things? Trees? What?
Yeah, they're super old trees, actually. Some of these trees will be 200-300 years old. They're like concrete.
I've skied for a while, but I'm sure I have some bad habits. And just, we'll come back up here, meet at the same place, and tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Sure, I'll do my best. Let's go.
All right, Josh, I'm a big boy. I can take it.
I think it was pretty good skiing, you know, but it was a little bit old school. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to adjust your stance a little bit.
Okay.
Pick up one of your legs. It'll go, right? But it's not really easy. Now drop your shoulders. Now pick up one of your legs. You see how much easier that is?
Yeah, I do.
Right, so that's going to give you some mobility. So that's what we're going to do down here. That's looking good. That's looking good, John. Keep those shoulders down over your knees. And that's going to help your legs move a little bit easier, and you can take advantage of those awesome skis you're on.
Thanks, buddy. That definitely worked. Okay, you guys all know Ben, our camera guy. Ben, meet my new friend from Australia, Olivia. She's going to give you some pointers on your snowboarding.
I haven't seen you ride before, so maybe we'll ride down this little section down here, and I'll watch you, and when we get down there, I'll give you some pointers.
All right, some pointers.
Do you feel maybe a little bit shaky on one side?
Yeah, a little rusty, and when I curve on the toe side.
On your toe side. So when you're coming across the slope, kind of get down, open your knees, sink into your board.
Josh, Olivia, thank you very much. Ben, did you learn?
I learned.
That's good. Well, I'm glad you guys had a lot of fun, but you know what's really fun? You should head down to the bottom of the gondola at Happy Valley and check out the 60-foot ice climbing tower.
Hey, Jim, I'm John.
Hey, John.
I got to admit, I've never done this before, and I'm a little bit nervous, but at least I look the part. Tony got me dialed in. How do I look?
I think you're looking good. We'll check that just before you climb.
Okay.
The object is to hit these things on top of ledges whenever possible, rather than if you hit it here, it'll bounce off. If you hit it on top of a ledge, it'll stick. The way these ice tools work is you put your hand in the wrist loop, right on your wrist, because you want most of the weight on the wrist, not squeezing. Do one turn and grab the bottom of the shaft. And I've showed you how to whack it in and use those front points. Have fun.
Okay.
Now right foot also over on that ledge. There you go. That's it. That's even better. Good on that.
This is as far as I can take it. Let's let a pro show us how to really do it. Okay, so we know Big White has awesome skiing and snowboarding, but it is the #1 family resort in North America, meaning there's lots to do for kids. And let's face it, I'm just a big kid. And away we go! I don't know who has more fun, the adults or the kids. I'm guessing the adults. What a fantastic day on Big White. Skiing, snowboarding, climbing the ice wall, tubing, and experiencing their culture. It definitely lives up to the billing of the #1 ski resort in North America. You guys gotta check this out. Up next, our featured musicians, Rowdy Men, a band that definitely lives up to its name.
Here's good luck to the pint boys, good luck to the burly mow. Jolly good luck to the pint boys, good luck to the burly mow. Oh, the pint boys have a pint, you'll have a jill, quarter jill, nip again and again more. Good luck, good luck, good luck to the burly mow. And here's good luck to the half gallon, good luck to the burly mow. Jolly good luck to the half gallon, good luck to the burly mow. Oh, the half gallon pint, half a pint jill, half a jill, quarter jill, nip again and again more. Good luck, good luck, good luck to the burly mow.
We're with Kelowna's own Rowdy Men. What's the music scene like here in Kelowna?
I would say absolutely diverse.
Yeah.
Diverse is you have country and western. You have all different genres of music, and that was a word that it's genre. Notice that? I slipped that in there as if I knew what I was talking about.
You guys sound smart right now.
In the port of the Lamalines, where my people's been for the past 300 years, they've been fishing. But now the fishing's gone, they have to carry on. We've taken everything the sea has given. We stripped our fishing gear and we sailed the St. Pierre and filled the holds with contraband whiskey.
What do you love most about Kelowna? This is a beautiful
Other
city.
than
We
the
love
weather,
it.
anything you want to do, be it music or sports, indoors, outdoors, Kelowna has it.
Yeah, it is.
Great mountains. It's one of the few places where you can go on the water.
Tell him, Leo, tell
You
him!
can go on the water, you can go golfing, and you can go skiing in the same day.
I know. I love
In the
that.
same outfit!
You know what? You earned your name. And I got one last thing to say. Sláinte. Thanks for tuning in to Next Stop from beautiful British Columbia. Kelowna, a vibrant city with almost 200 wineries ripe with culture. And Big White Ski Resort, you definitely live up to your name, the #1 family ski resort in North America. I'm definitely coming back to both, and I think you should join me. Thanks to Tourism Kelowna and Big White Ski Resort for your help in making this show awesome. Thanks also to our title sponsors, Alaska Airlines and the Alaska Airlines Visa Signature Card for your partnership. Next stop, where will we take you next? Make good memories, everybody.
Oh, passing lane!
And sun guy down.
And sun guy
I learned what kind of ball doesn't bounce. A snowball.
Got me right in the chunk.
Aloha, welcome to Next Stop from our 50th States Valley Isle. It's whale season on magical Maui, and on this episode, we'll get up close and personal with some humpback whales. We'll also experience adventure and culture on Maui and feature the legendary tunes of Maui's own Willie K. The fun starts now. For this evening's activity, we board the Terralani for a sunset cruise complete with poo-poos and cocktails, and hopefully something that rhymes with cocktails, whales. Get it? The fun starts right when you board.
Go, guys, go.
Go while we're young. Come on, let's go.
Get on the ladder. Heads are the bathrooms. Those staircases right there. Take your time going down there. Use the railings while you move around down there. You guys, if you see, if you don't think it's operating correctly down there, don't be shy. Please let Amber know. Okay. What we're going to do is go out, look for some humpback whales. If we don't see humpback whales today, you might be sleeping because they're all over the place. If your eyes are open, you're probably going to see some whales out there.
There's two types. There's toothed whales and baleen whales. They're going to be feeding up in Alaska all summer in groups. They form big bubble nets which capture their prey, and then they'll take turns jumping through the nets to engulf the prey.
Really? That's a huge one. Wow.
That's a mom and a baby.
Yep. Oh, look at those tail flips. I can tell which was the mom and which was the baby. Oh my God, this is incredible. I love the cocktail cruise, not only for the cocktails and the whales, but also because you get to meet fun people from all over the place. What are your names and where are you guys from?
I'm John. This is Dale from Vancouver, Washington.
Well, I have some questions for you about Hawaii. Let's test your Hawaii knowledge. First of all, what's the capital of Hawaii?
Honolulu.
You are correct. Do you know the name of the state fish?
Oh, no? can't pronounce it. It's about
this
20
long.
20 letters
Look, he's
long.
gonna bring
About this long. I'm actually bringing it out. I'm giving you a cheat sheet, and I want to hear you guys pronounce it.
No.
Come on. Come on. You can do it.
Puma, nuku, naku, apuaki.
Say it really fast, though. Now go fast. Come on. You can do it.
Huma, nuku, apuai.
It's pretty close. John, come on. You got to give it a try. Your wife
Come
did
on.
it.
Huna, nuku, apo.
That's pretty good, actually.
Okay.
We not only saw whales and had killer poo-poos and cocktails, but these guys do an awesome job. The Terralani's the way to go when you come to Maui to see anything. What do you guys do when the whales aren't here?
We snorkel. We get in the water. We go snorkeling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sailing.
And sailing.
You guys do a great job. You make everybody feel welcome. Everybody from all over the country is here having a good time. We had a good time. Now, I need to ask you a favor, though. If I give you these hats, will you wear them? Bud says yes. Bud chose the gray.
Always.
For you, Bud?
Yeah.
Amber?
Of course we'll wear them.
I will.
You will? You promise?
I promise.
You guys see tourists from all over the place. You need to help us promote next stop.
Yeah, but they don't all bring us hats.
Nice. Cheers. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Lahaina, located on West Maui, was the first capital of the Kingdom of Hawaii. In the 19th century, it served as the center for the global whaling industry. Lahaina, in Hawaiian, means cruel sun, relating to its sunny, dry climate. It only gets about 13 inches of rain a year. So for those of us living in a rainy, wet climate, isn't that a good reason to come to Maui? Book your trip today at alaskaair.com. Coming up on Next Stop, we get down and dirty on ATVs in West Maui. We all have to eat on Maui, and some of us just have to shop. For you shoppers, the Whalers Village is perfect. With over 90 stores to tickle your fancy, there's just about something for everybody. And when you're done shopping and you've worked up an appetite, visit one of the fantastic restaurants. I've tried them all, and they're fabulous. My favorite thing about Whalers Village is the location, right on world-famous Ka'anapali Beach. For more information, visit whalersvillage.com. For today's Maui adventure, we're heading up country with Kahoma Ranch ATV Tours.
Transmission is an automatic, so I mean you don't even have to touch them unless you gotta. There's only 2 gears. All the way down is reverse if you have to. All the way back up is low. There is a high gear, but we cut the high gear off, especially for the Californians. We
could have really gotten wet there.
So I'm gonna point out some fruits and stuff grown in Hawaii. A lot of people ask, like how pineapples and bananas grow. And I'm gonna show you guys a couple of native plants while we're up there. Yeah? So bananas, this is how it grows. First off, starts off with a flower. Underneath every leaf is seeds of bananas. Pineapples. A lot of people think it grows in trees. You know, it doesn't grow in trees. It grows just like this. You see them? So it takes about 1.5 years for a pineapple to be matured and ready to eat. 1.5 years. Same thing with the bananas, a little over 1 year. So Maui Gold pineapple, the most sweetest pineapple in the world. Cut them just like this on the side. Right, so you cut around the core like this. You slice. This is the 9th rainiest place in the world, 600 inches a year. We're gonna yell as loud as you can, just for a quick second and stop. Just not longer than a second, because if you yell longer than a second, you won't be able to hear the echo, yeah? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Sweet.
You get that? You guys are ready to ride again? Get back in the ATVs and ride? All right, let's go.
Not only was it an exhilarating ATV adventure up here, but I also got a nice little spa treatment. They say mud's good for the skin, right?
Yeah.
Now you guys do other tours, right?
Yeah. I mean, we do a water slide tour that you guys didn't experience, but
really,
we do the first tour is just driving like how we just did. And the last 2 tours is a water slide tour incorporated with the tour. So it's 40 minutes of sliding, and the rest is driving.
Well, we've done a lot of tours. This was super cool. I think this is a must-do on your Maui checklist. You can't come to Maui and not attend a luau. Luau's are very important in Hawaii. We're at the Westin Maui Resort and Spa. The luau is much more than just a show. It's an actual story from beginning to end, right?
Right.
Tell us the story. Walk us through the story.
Our story is a journey of all the Polynesian islands from start to finish. You get the costumes, the songs, the dances, a real touch of what the history is all about.
What's the significance of the fire knife dance within the luau?
The fire knife is originally from the island of Samoa. Actually, it started out with just a knife dance, and then the fire was added on later.
If you're a golf enthusiast, there's 14 courses to choose from on Maui. Our favorite's the Ka'anapali Golf Course is located in the heart of Ka'anapali. With over 45 years of tournament history, legends like Jack and Arnie have played here, and so can you. For more information, visit Ka'anaPaliGolfCourses.com and play golf. Coming up on Next Stop, a cultural experience at a world-class resort. There are many beautiful hotels and resorts to stay at on Maui. We chose the Westin Ka'anapali Ocean Resort Villas, a AAA 4-diamond resort located right on Ka'anapali Beach. The lobby is warm and inviting, and the rooms are gorgeous. Each villa has its own famous Westin Heavenly Bed, a fully equipped kitchen, flat-screen TVs, and what I love, a whirlpool bathtub. And for those of us that don't like to travel with lots of bags, no worries. Each unit also has its own washer and dryer, so leave that excess baggage at home. The 26-acre property at the Maui Westin Villas is spectacular. They have 6 pools. One of them has a water slide, which me and my crew totally dig. One of the pools for the keikis, or children, even has its own pirate ship. Arrgh! And if you just want to chill out, hang out in the lazy river pool, or take a stroll along the oceanfront walking and jogging trail. But the Westin Ka'anapali Ocean Resort is much more than your average resort. It's a cultural experience. We've shown you that the Westin Villas here on Maui is an amazing resort, but you can actually immerse yourself into the Hawaiian culture here on property. Isn't that true, Maka?
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
It all starts in the morning with the conch shell blowing. What's the significance of the conch shell and the chanting?
Well, the significance of the conch shell is at the sound of the poo or the conch shell announces that something very special is about to happen. So after the sounding of the conch shell, then you have what we call a oli kahea, or the calling, which is in a chant form. For instance, O nauna kahalame kalehua he halelehua noia nakanoe.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that. Sustainability is a big topic here today.
Absolutely.
And Hawaii being the most isolated landmass in the world, you need to live off the land still. Tell us about that.
Actually, back in the old days of Hawaii, our kupuna, or our ancestors, that is the lessons that we have been taught, because it's always we become one with Papahanau Moku, which is Earth Mother. And we believe that when we take care of Earth Mother, that she will take care of us.
And there's lots of different vegetation on property here. You have a botanical tour, correct?
Yes, absolutely. We do have a botanical tour. We have one of our associates that take our owners and guests on a short, maybe about an hour tour on our property. We have what we call la'au, which is medicinal plants that we grow. And we explain what the scientific name is, the common name for it, and what we use it for.
Well, I love to participate, and I'm thinking I need to immerse myself in Hawaiian culture here on property. What would you recommend?
I would recommend that you really immerse yourself with coconut weaving that we have every Fridays here on our property.
I like it. I've never done it. Time to try something new. Hey, kids. Hey, Mika.
Hey, brother. Hey.
Maka tells me you're going to teach us how to weave from the coconut tree.
Yeah. Put your left hand like this. Some of you might have 2 left hands, but grab your left hand like this. Your other left, there you go. This left. Get the white end of the first leaf. Drape it over your left hand just like this. Make it so that it goes across your hand.
Okay.
Good job, brother.
Thanks, man. Relaxation, rejuvenation, and personal wellness. These are the themes here at the Westin Ka'anapali Ocean Resort Villas.
The spa really embodies all three of those, with wellness, yoga classes, fitness classes, Pilates. For relaxation and rejuvenation, so massage, facial, body treatments really help you relax your mind and your body.
Now, your spa is very beautiful. You've got a treehouse suite. Tell us about that.
The treehouse suite overlooks our meditation lounge. You can hear the bamboo swaying, the birds chirping. You get all those outdoor elements.
Now, for couples, you guys have some special programs as well.
We do. We have couples instructional massage. So that is a therapist takes a couple up to our room. And it's a great bonding experience. The husband's learning how to give a really good foot massage. The wife's learning how to do a really good shoulder and scalp massage.
And then after they're done with all that, they can chillax, as I like to say, in the relaxation lounge, which is outdoors but kind of private and secluded as well. Well, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get my spa in later on, but what do you suggest?
I would say for wellness to try the paddle boarding. You can do it right outside the resort.
So Sarah mentioned stand-up paddleboarding as something I should do for myself, relaxation, rejuvenation, and I think it's a good idea because it's really kind of the sport of the people. It's really not that difficult. Everybody's doing it here in Hawaii, all ages. Here's the 101. Grab your paddle, grab your board, paddle out to some smooth water, paddle out on your knees, it's nice and easy, and when you find some smooth water, stand up with your feet about shoulder length apart and start paddling. While you're paddling, bend your knees. You get a nice core workout. It's actually a lot of fun. We have many dining options here at the Westin Maui Villas, and one of my favorites is pulehu.
One of the things that Chef Francois has really brought to the table is he's all about sustainability. We take traditional Italian recipes and we infuse them with local flair.
Tell us about the other options for dining here, in addition to pulehu, which is fantastic.
Well, in addition to pulehu, we also have Ocean's Pool Bar and Grill. On Fridays, they have a live sushi demonstration. They have live music there. Then we've also got Pailolo. That's Maui's only oceanfront sports bar, which is great.
We love that. Well, what are we going to be cooking tonight? Because I'm actually going to get in the kitchen with Chef Francois.
Honestly, I'm sure he's got some tricks up his sleeve. You know, he's going to kind of trial by fire with you.
What are we going to make here?
We're going to make clam linguine. We'll bring some of those nice, beautiful clams. And we just let them steam just for a second.
Just pour it in?
Just pour it in. And nice little flame going.
Merci beaucoup.
Bon appetito.
When Next Stop returns,
Set Polynesia!
You guys don't want to miss this. Las Vegas meets Maui at Cirque Polynesia. Now, Tuffy, this isn't your first circus.
Well, the new thing is for this season is the Wheel of Death, or the Wheel of Destiny, which I prefer calling it rather
I like
than the Wheel of Death. It's really exciting. It's about 50 feet high. Our performer runs around the outside of it doing tricks, and he does a flip off. It's really cool.
So how many families are involved in the performance? Because I see mother, daughter, kids. It's
well,
a big family.
Right. The circus is about family. And most circus performers grew up, you know, passing it on to the next generation. So it's almost all families.
You surprised everybody tonight with this.
Yes.
I thought it was an act because you guys are performers, but it's not an act.
No.
You guys got engaged tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This
Thank you
was
very much.
a rare. I was sitting in the back row going, is it real? Is it a joke? Is it real? Is
I've been
it
thinking
part
about
of
it for years, and we looked at rings before, and I found this one. I really liked it, and I don't know, just felt like it was time. Felt like it was right.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
guys.
Thank you.
And the best of luck to you, and
Thank
what a
you.
great show you have. Thanks for having us today.
Thank you very much.
you.
Awesome. For our local music segment, we're in Wailea at Mulligan's on the Blue for award-winning music by Willie K. Irish-born publican Mike O'Dwyer brings Ireland to Maui here at Mulligan's.
And a full Irish pub at that.
It is
with real Guinness.
Is this real Guinness? Straight
It's
from
straight
Dublin?
from St. James's Gate.
Nice. So this is going to be the real thing.
There's nothing like it. Real Irish pub with real Irish people drinking real Irish Guinness.
What's it like to have a guy like Willie K perform here regularly?
To have a Hawaiian man playing Irish music in an Irish pub. My dad came here and he said he had to travel 8,000 miles to see somebody sing Danny Boy properly. So and we're honoured. This is kind of his home on Maui.
Music is very important to the Hawaiian Islands, and everywhere you go, everybody knows Willie K, and for good reason. Your music is awesome.
Thanks. Aloha, brother. How you doing, man?
Aloha. How did you get started? How did it all begin for you?
Brother, I've been born with it. You know, parents were musicians, and so everybody else was born right after that became great musicians.
So did you sit around with the family and play growing up?
And we still do that.
That's awesome.
We still do that.
And you got your ohana with you tonight. You got a cute
Yes, I
little
do.
girl.
We try to, make the atmosphere more family-like.
Every day she works across the sea, bound for Lahaina town. At the end of the day, she returns to Molokai. To Molokai.
You play amazing Hawaiian music, but you rock out to other stuff. I heard you do opera.
Yeah, well, it's all part of the entertaining process. You give them everything you possibly can so that they remember you and love you and tell everybody else wherever they come from.
She's my Molokai woman. She's my Molokai woman every day now. My Molokai. All the thing about her, my Molokai. Don't you let the love fade away. Oh no, oh my Molokai.
Mahalo for tuning in to Next Stop from magical Maui. We've barely scratched the surface of this lovely island. There's so much to see and do, so much culture to experience. We hope we've enticed you to book your next trip to Maui. Thanks to our Maui show sponsors, the Westin Ka'anapali Ocean Resort Villas, Alaska Airlines, and the Alaska Airlines Visa Signature Card. Also thanks to our longtime partners, London Influence and Latitudes. We'll see you next time on Next Stop. Where will we take you next? Make good memories, everybody.
And action.
I'm with a couple of stars of the show tonight. This show was amazing.
No. More energy, I said. More energy. Take two.
So I'm with a couple of the stars of the show tonight.
No, more energy. More energy into it.
I'm with a couple of the stars of the show tonight. Everything was awesome. The show was awesome, and these two got engaged, and we have the most amazing camera guy working for the first time tonight.
Perfect.
Hola, I'm John Olson. Welcome to Next Stop from Baja Sur. Bienvenidos to Next Stop from beautiful Baja California South, also known as Baja Sur. On this episode of Next Stop, we'll feature the beautiful towns of La Paz and Laredo, and we'll play on the Sea of Cortez. All this and mucho más coming up on Next Stop. The fun starts now. We're about to make some great memories on Mexico's stunning Sea of Cortez for a day filled with all things water and beach related. Muy bueno. This is our awesome host, Scott, who actually set up this entire day. You have a day full of activities for us planned.
Well, right now we're here getting clams that we're going to be making for lunch on Coronado Island Beach a little later today. But before we get to that, we're going to do some kayaking around the north side of Coronado Island. We're going to start out looking at some interesting rock formations, and then we'll come up on a seal colony.
This is a nice way to see the landscape.
It really is,
Close
isn't
up.
it? The kayak really allows you to kind of get up close and personal with it. There's a little tiny baby about this big right in here. Mom just touched the back of me.
Okay, you're like pretty much crafting the near perfect day for us. We go out, we see the dolphins, amazing bottlenose dolphins, hundreds of them, playing in the wake, and get in the kayaks, paddle over to the sea lions and the seals in their habitat. That was as close as I've been. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you
it
for
was
that.
pretty neat, wasn't it?
And then paddling across the scenery with the mountain right next to us and all the different colored rocks. This is really a beautiful, beautiful place. And the island here, this is Coronado?
This is Coronado.
How many islands surround Laredo?
There's 11 islands in total, and then there's 5 that are close in to Laredo here.
Tell us about lunch, because it looks pretty amazing.
Well, today we've got fresh clams the ones we got on the way out here, and we have Baja fish tacos as our main course. John, I want to introduce you to a really good friend of mine, Enrique Salcido.
Nice to meet you, John. It's a pleasure.
Likewise.
Nice to meet you.
We call him Chief. You can call him Chief too.
Hi.
Enrique's turned me on to some really great Mexican traditions, and one of them is raw clams.
This is the side where you have to start opening them. So it's like this, and then you pull with the knife. Already done.
So the whole clam meat is like a lining on the inside of that shell. That's a pretty big clam, John.
Yeah.
Yes, very big.
It is.
I'm not sure that one's designed for beginners.
Can we cut it in half?
They will move because they're still alive.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at that.
Uno, dos, tres.
Perfect. Perfect.
Not bad at all.
I think you earned something here.
Tequila.
Come on over here, Maria.
What a day.
What a day. It's not over yet, John. From here, we're going to take you guys back to the hotel. You'll have time for a siesta, and we're going to cook the catch of the day.
Ah, bueno. Más tequila, más pescado.
Sí.
Bueno. Coming up on Next Stop, activities on the Sea of Cortez and a tour of the tranquil village of Laredo. Sitting against the tides of the Sea of Cortez, Laredo is the paradise of Baja California Sur. Laredo's tourism community is doing its best to blend environmental consciousness with unforgettable vacations. The Sea of Cortez is truly a sportsman's paradise. Check this out. Enrique was the master on the water. He's actually going to let me try to feel the power of the kite.
You have to hold the bar. It's like a bicycle. So if you want to move the kite to one side, you have to pull one side of the bar.
Okay.
And the kite will go to one side. The first time you get the kite in the air and you start handling the kite, You first have to learn how to handle a kite really good, and maybe it could take you about 4 to 5 lessons. So your arms straight, straight, straight. There. Most of the time in Loreto, in this spot, the wind is going sideways on the beach, so it's really great because you don't have to be worried about being blown off into the ocean. And I like to come to Loreto to kite because we have some really nice sandy beaches. Most of the time the wind picks up really nice, so it's very nice to come to Loreto to kite.
Loreto was the first town in all of Baja California, which is a perfect way to start our tour of Loreto with Cece, who's going to tell us all about this historical, quaint fishing village.
Well, right behind us, we have the first capital of the Californias, first town to be built in all Baja California. At one point, it was even the capital of Upper California, United States.
So the whole West Coast, all the way down.
You got it.
It all started here. We've read so many amazing things about Loreto, so we totally want to see this town.
Okay, well, let me take you through a beautiful portion of the vegetation just in the main square that has a lot to do with the name of Loreto, the laurels that we have here.
Sounds great.
All right, this way.
Cece, why Loreto? Why was this the first town in Baja California?
Jesuit missionaries really wanted to evangelize this area, and the indigenous population was really a marker to figure out how big the peninsula was. I mean, was it an island or was it part of Mexico? And the island was Calafia, and now it's Baja California.
Oh, California, Calafia.
Exactly.
It's coming together.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Well, we're going to have a really special treat right now, and that is making really traditional Mexican food here, tortilla making.
Oh, I like this place. Very colorful.
Right? And it's made from adobe, so it's also historical for the area.
Nice.
Yeah. Rosa,
Hola.
presenta John. John, Rosa.
Hola.
Hola. So show us how the dough is made, please.
Yes, please.
Harina, flour, some oil, sal, a little bit of salt, okay?
Okay, so you know what's in it. Now we just got to learn how to flatten it out, right?
A ver, dinos cómo. Tell us how. You gotta roll it a bit. Flatten out on the edges. When you think it's too big for your hands, and you start doing this little thing. ¿Verdad? Sí. Look at her trick.
Yours is way better than mine.
You put it, just lay it down. It's not very round, but the flavor's the one that counts.
It's better than mine, Rosa. Enough? You think I'm good? They got the peanut gallery over here. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Sounds good. Tomato.
Mm-hmm. So you have now a fish taco with beans. Yeah.
Bueno. Gracias.
Con salsa. So now that we've fed you, it's time to dig into some history. This mission was started off with just a smaller room back in 25th October 1697 with the beautiful Holy Mary of Loreto from Loreto, Italy. And we are blessed with having her still. The Marine Park of Loreto doesn't have any more corals because you're looking at them.
Really?
Yeah. The traditional name of Loreto is Loreto Concho. So you have Loreto, an evangelized name, and Concho, a name that refers to the seashells. I want you to try my favorite place. This place has the most delicious ice cream I've ever had since I was in 4th grade.
That sounds perfect on a hot day, too.
A lot of people come here. We have the people of Loreto, the residents that are from Canada, United States. And it's so great. I bet. Yeah, they're out there.
Hola!
Hola.
Cece, what a perfect way to end the walking tour. On the rooftop of La Mission, our beautiful hotel with the sunset.
And with a great view of our town that really hasn't changed in 300 years.
It's a very quiet town. It's a very safe place to be. So thank you so much for having us. We love it here. Coming up, we visit La Paz, highlighting fresh seafood, a world-class resort, and a vibrant nightlife. Situated near the southern tip of Baja California Sur, La Paz is a seaside paradise. Warm Pacific breezes, sunsets over rippled waters, and a rich fabric of local culture combine to make La Paz an ideal vacation spot. For more information on La Paz and other Mexico destinations, visit alaskaair.com today and book your vacation. It's lunchtime in La Paz, and the crew is hungry. I'm with my new friend Veronica, and we're going to talk about food in La Paz. Let's start out here. We're at Bismarckcito. When we were planning this trip, everyone said you have to come to Bismarckcito. What's special about this place?
Well, this is a must-stop for La Paz and Baja California Sur. As you can see in here, we have a variety of seafood.
We have a plethora of seafood. I think we have every kind of seafood on the table.
Everything. And everything is from here, from the Sea of Cortez. That's wonderful. So it's very fresh. They got the food here every morning. And this restaurant, it's a big tradition of La Paz.
It had a great history, right? It started with a food cart, basically.
Exactly. It started in 1968, has always belonged to the same family. They started just with the cart that you can see in here with that they serve tacos, different kind of tacos, shrimp, oyster, octopus.
Now, the food in La Paz, we've been here for a couple days now. Every restaurant we've gone to is fantastic. You don't see fast food chains lining the streets. You have a lot of really good La Paz restaurants.
Exactly. I will call it high quality, everywhere, even in the little restaurants. And for instance, the steaks that we tried the other day.
So good, the buffalo.
The buffalo barbecue.
So yummy.
Oh, yeah.
And Italian. We had great Italian last night.
Yes, and a wonderful also wine cellar to do the maridaje, with the food. So,
I like it.
Yes, it's like a secret of La Paz, the gastronomy.
It's really good.
And when the people come, the tourists come, they can discover that secret.
We're staying at the beautiful Costa Baja Resort and Marina. I'm with Terry, who's the Vice President of Sales for the U.S. and Canada, but here we are in Mexico.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.
What a beautiful resort. This is much more than just a great hotel. Tell us about the resort, because there's so many things happening here.
It's a 550 acres master plan community right on the Sea of Cortez, and if everybody knows about the Sea of Cortez, it's one of the wonders of the world. Has his own marina. We have a village. We just opened a golf course, first Gary Player golf course built in Mexico and all Latin America.
Really?
With 14 holes with sea views, something pretty much unbelievable.
That's almost unheard of.
Almost unheard of. We are sitting right on the Sea of Cortez, so it's really a must.
Let's talk about the hotel, because we stayed at a lot of hotels, and this is very unique. It's really a full service hotel. You've got a beach club.
It is the first 4-star hotel built in La Paz. It's been recently remodeled to become a 4-star level. All the rooms have been completely remodeled. It's sitting right into a marina, so you have beautiful view of a marina, beautiful view of a golf course, as well as the city and the Bay of La Paz.
What is it about La Paz that brought you here, and what do you like most about La Paz?
Everything. I've traveled extensively throughout my youth all over the world. It's probably one of the best places I've ever been. La Paz, because it is one authentic Mexican city, and also sitting in one of the most beautiful body of water in the world.
It's a Friday night in La Paz, and we're kicking off our night here at the Jungle. We're going to experience nightlife La Paz style with some tequila, some cervezas, some new friends, and who knows where the night will take us. Salud. What is this bar known for?
For tequila, for the rock music. We have the Thursday for ladies' night. Maybe the people come here. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Ladies' night Thursday, yeah.
Is there a drink that the Jungle's known for?
Yeah, we have one special drink. It's called Goodbye Mother. You want to taste? You want okay. It's vodka, tequila, rum, Sprite, lemon juice.
Our next stop on our La Paz nightlife tour, Casa de Villa. They're making a special drink for us. Apparently it's a very famous drink here. I don't know why. We're about to find out.
Okay, la bebida es famosa porque está preparada. It's a very famous booze here in the Baja. It's made from the root of a plant. This plant is called Damiana. It's very famous because it is the popular believing that the women who had some trouble when they want to get pregnant, they drink this booze and they got pregnant. That's why this is a form, like a lady.
So am I going to get pregnant if I drink this tonight?
No te va a embarazar, pero es un trago afrodisíaco. It's not gonna make you pregnant, but maybe a little bit because it's like an aphrodisiac drink. Aphrodisiac? Yeah.
Aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
So it's going to make me.
Yeah, maybe. So I'm gonna stay away from you a little bit.
You're pretty good looking, Victor.
It's a little bit.
Salud. The other bars we've been to tonight have been kind of big and loud and whistles blowing everywhere, which is fun, but this is really nice too. It's a very quaint feel.
That's part of the idea of the design of the place, is having a different place, comfortable, with good prices. We have a lot of original drinks from the house.
Well, that was my next question. Every place we've been, they've made us their special drink. Do you guys have a special drink?
He's already preparing 4 of them for you.
4 of them?
Yeah, 4 different drinks for you.
Well, I think we had a good time tonight in La Paz, huh?
Sure, man.
Good nightlife here. Now, most good nightlives end at a karaoke bar, and La Paz is no different. We're heading into Sinatra. We're going to leave you guys here. Hasta la vista, baby.
No se vayan, regresamos con más música y más bailes de La Paz.
It's a beautiful day in La Paz, and we're about to have a city walking tour with my buddy Victor here, who works for tourism. And first of all, this is kind of a nice little area here. We're in downtown La Paz. Pigeons flying everywhere, people everywhere, music.
We're at the center, at the heart of my city, La Paz. Be welcome to it. And over there we got the mission. This mission was founded in 1535 by the Jesuits.
And this building here used to house the government.
Yeah.
Lots of big decisions happened
here.
This
is, like the Capitol building, 1881 till 1981.
All right, Victor, I'm not exactly the Spanish-speaking expert, but I think I know what this means. Centro Cultural La Paz. This is the cultural center of La Paz, right?
This is it, yeah, you're right. And actually, this is like a museum right now. This used to be the city hall of the city. Right now, it's just a museum.
So this building is absolutely beautiful, but this is kind of sprinkled in with some new stuff right now. There's a hot dog stand over here. They didn't have those back in the 1500s. There's a lot of new shops.
Yeah. You want to get a scuba diving? Let's go to a shop. You want to surf? There's a surf shop.
Cool.
In case, but actually, there's a craft shop I want to take you to.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's go and
check it out. So this is where it all happens. This is the Malecon.
Yes, it.
Everything happens here. There's people biking, skateboarding, roller skating, and there's statues with guys with boats.
Yep. This is called the Old Man and the Sea.
You got a nice poem right here in front of us, too.
Yeah.
Go ahead and recite that for us.
Really?
Yeah.
In Spanish?
In Spanish.
El viejo y el mar. Tengo un barco de papel. Está hecho de una página. It talks about a fisherman who's waiting for his boat made of paper. This is it. And he wants to sail through the 7 seas.
Okay.
In his paper boat.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
The Sea of Cortez is just gorgeous. Your downtown is fantastic, and I think we should get up high.
I know the perfect place.
I feel very fortunate. We started the walking tour walking around downtown, and now we're on top of a building, which I understand you never bring guys up to the top of the building. It's only like hot chicks. So
yeah,
I feel very
only
special.
girls.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're more than welcome.
What are we seeing here?
Well, we're in downtown, and there's the cathedral. Just enjoy the view.
Te gusta tomar vino tinto a la luz de las velas. Que prefieres las noches tranquilas de luna y estrella. Que te gusta mi forma de ser, tu secreto no lo compartiré. Que te gusta estar extrañándome. Tú me dices que vives la vida como en un sueño. Que pasen 1000 años yo siempre seré tu dueño. Que no existe un amor igual, me lo dices al despertar. Yo no entiendo amor porque quieres terminar.
Thanks for tuning in to another fun episode of Next Stop, and muchas gracias to Tourism Baja California Sur for your help in putting together a fantastico show. Thanks also to our title sponsors, Alaska Airlines and the Alaska Airlines Visa Signature Card, for your partnership. We'll see you next time on Next Stop. Where will we take you next? Make good memories, everybody. Coming up on Next Stop! Woo!
Who's going to be the person you're going to be with?
I think it's still... It's still happening. Not done yet?
Not done yet.
Okay.
I think we would wait a little bit.
That's no problem.
See?
Oh, so you do speak English?
Yes, I do. You never ask.
Hi, I'm John Olson. Welcome to Next Stop from Iditarod Nation. We're in downtown Anchorage, Alaska, at the starting point of the Mardi Gras of dog sled racing, the 39th annual Iditarod. The teams are making their way out of Anchorage on their way to Nome, but we're going to stick around and participate in Fur-Rondi events. We'll also bring you the local music of Woodrow, and we'll take you outside of Anchorage to a world-class ski resort. All this and more on Next Stop. The fun starts now. Dog sled racing, or dog sled mushing, is truly a culture for those involved in the sport. Ken here is not only involved in the sport, but you are a true road warrior. You drove all the way up here from Michigan?
Correct.
How long did that take you?
6 days of icy roads, snow, you name it, it's on the road.
Describe the whole culture behind dog sled racing and tell us about the different types of dog sled racing.
There's many types of racing, but generally what we're familiar with is the sprint racing, where the dogs run a faster pace, shorter distance, and then the Iditarod, which is more famous, longer distance racing, shorter speed.
Walk us through what you do to harness the dogs up, get ready for the race.
The dogs, we take them out of the dog hauler, we put the harnesses on them, and then we'll connect them to the gang line, and then once they're connected, say all right, and we're gone.
Well, the dogs and the mushers are on their way from Anchorage to Nome, and our Fur-Rondi festivities day just is getting started with some vintage snow machines. Next, I get to dive in with the locals for a snowball fight. Then, I'm going to run with the reindeer. We'll end our day at a very colorful Miners and Trappers Ball. It's going to be a great day, loaded with lots of activities. We're going to have a lot of fun. After all, this is Mardi Gras for Anchorage. I'm with Chris and Craig, and we're going to learn about vintage snow machines. My first question, guys, how old does it have to be considered vintage?
It has to be older than 84. No Springer front ends,
So what's this? You guys all get together and bring out the old vintage snow machines. How did this come about?
Well, vintage snowmobiling is really taking a turn and coming back alive again. Craig here has done a great job of getting it organized here in Alaska again and putting on races and stuff and digging all this stuff out of the barn and putting it together and going out and having a great time with it. It's become a great spectator sport.
Pretty cool seeing you out there having fun today. This is kind of fun. How long have you been riding this bad boy?
I think 2 years.
This was like a NASCAR car or something. How many sponsors do you have, man?
More than 11. I can't count them all.
So you race? This is what you do for your job?
Yeah.
Does that mean you make money doing this thing too?
Yeah.
What advice would you give kids who want to get involved in riding snowmobiles or snow machines?
Ask your parents, get money.
And then if you're really good, like this guy, get sponsors and make your own money and get your own machines, right?
Yep.
So this is pretty much vintage snow machine heaven right here. These three captured my eye, and this one's yours.
Yeah.
Tell us about this one.
It's a 1968 Boland's Diablo Rouge, made by FMC Corporation.
We're having a blast. We're off to a snowball fight right now with the locals.
Giddy up.
Thanks, man.
I'll do my snow thing right here.
Perfect. We'll see you later.
All right.
I grew up in snow country, and of course we had snowball fights all the time, but they're taking it to a new level here at the Furandy today. We're going to be participating in Yukigassen, which is some pretty serious stuff. I see helmets over there. Carrie, what is Yukigassen?
Yukigassen is Japanese for snow battle, and it's a sport that started about 20 years ago. It's a combination of dodgeball, paintball, with snowballs, and a lot of fun.
Somebody's out.
That was quick.
He played capture the flag as a kid, and snowball fights as a kid, and this is a perfect combination of both. So.
We don't have a costume for tonight's ball, but I did pick up some moose antlers for the running of the reindeer. Maybe they'll think I'm one of them and they won't trample me. It's total pandemonium down here. We have some amazing costumes, far exceeded what we expected, and the race is about to start. That was a lot of fun. The closest I've ever gotten to reindeer in downtown Anchorage. What a cool event. Coming up, the Miners and Trappers Ball. We're at the Miners and Trappers Ball, kicking it off with the beard contest. Later, we have a costume contest, and there are some mighty colorful people in the room tonight. This is a very important festival to the state of Alaska and, of course, to Anchorage. Tell us why.
In the beginning, it was a time for the miners and trappers to come back to town and kind of replenish their supplies and trade their goods and just get together and celebrate the beginning of the end of winter.
Tell us what happened last night to bring all this snow in.
Well, we closed down the streets. There are miles of snow fencing that go up and truckloads of snow that come in. And you know, what other city brings snow into the streets?
Coming up on Next Stop, this. Enough said. Stick around. Alaska has some of the most stunning scenery in the world, and the best way to see it is by air. That's what we're about to do with Alpine Air.
So this is our valley that we live in, Girdwood Valley. Kind of have mountains all the way around us. Most of the peaks that you see up to the north here are about 7,000 feet.
Look at these fresh tracks over here. These guys is
heli skiing.
Heli skiing, sweet. So, Andy, I was born and raised in South Dakota, the Great Plains states, and this looks a lot like the landscape in the Great Plains of South Dakota.
Not so much.
Not so much. This is incredible. Where are we right now?
We are on a frozen lake in front of Colony Glacier. So this is a active glacier that's coming down out of the mountains. You know, you're looking at probably about 150 feet of ice, but it probably goes under the water, you know, another 200 feet. So.
It looks so surreal.
Yeah.
It does not look real. And especially this thing, this formation that we dropped down, it looks like jewelry. This looks like jewelry.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. It's very, very dense ice. And, you know, the great time about this time of year is if you came here in the summertime, it's very blue in appearance as well. But this time of year, though, you know, it's just, to me, it just seems so much bluer.
Oh my gosh. That is incredible.
The first time I flew over this place, I thought, man, this could just be another planet.
It looks like another planet. In May of 1778, Captain Cook supposedly entered the Cook Inlet, only to find that the inlet did not connect to Prince William Sound. He was forced to turn around, and the area today is known as Turn Again Arm. When you come to Anchorage, if you want the true Alaskan experience, I highly recommend you stay at the Captain Cook. Chris, thanks for having us, man.
Not a problem.
You guys have gone through some changes here recently.
Yeah, we actually we did total renovations of the bedrooms. So we did new beds, new bedding, new duvets, new artwork, lamps, and all flat screen televisions throughout the hotel.
So let's talk about the location of the Cook. It's right in downtown Anchorage. You got the view of the mountains. It's just spectacular.
Yeah, we're very blessed. We are right in the heart of downtown Anchorage, right between 4th and 5th Avenue, 6 miles away from the airport. So I always joke that we're kind of an airport property with a downtown location. It's a 5-minute drive, so it's not too bad.
Your athletic club's awesome. It's actually for locals too, right?
It is. So the athletic club is it's a separate men's and women's with co-ed facilities. We went through quite a bit of renovations. We did new cardio equipment with their own personalized televisions, and we also went through new weights.
Nice. Now your restaurants, you've got a few different restaurant choices. This one's pretty nice.
This is Fine Dining. The Crow's Nest is one of the only 4-diamond Jerome Award-winning restaurants in Alaska. So it's a very unique place where you get 360 views of the entire city.
So what do you think the biggest secret is about Alaska in general, but Anchorage too?
I would say the biggest secret is that for the world, most people think that Alaska is in the summer is cold. Some of the other stuff, it's beautiful here. Our average temperature is 65, 70 degrees.
In the wintertime, it might be a little cold outside, but look how crystal clear it is. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, these are rare days. They say in the summer everybody comes up to see Denali, Mount McKinley. In the summer, 80% of the visitors don't get to see it because of weather. But in the wintertime, you have the Northern Lights. You have Denali's open like this. I mean, March is one of the most sunny months that we have here in Alaska and Anchorage. So.
When I Facebooked that Next Stop was coming to Alaska, several people contacted me and said, you've got to check out the Double Muskie Inn in Girdwood. Well, here we are. Let's go see why. Well, you guys were named one of the top 10 restaurants in America by the Food Network.
Yes.
That's pretty killer.
Yep, we were honored with that back in 2000 by Joe Cortez of the Best Of show. The Food Network.
So your food must be pretty darn special.
It's all about the food.
It's all about the steaks here, from what I understand.
We're a Cajun-infused steakhouse with fresh Alaska seafood. Duke's throwing on our signature dish, the French pepper steak.
Where do you guys get your beef?
We get Iowa corn-fed.
Nice.
The best beef in America. And we get the best beef in the state brought to us. But that's what we're all about, is high-quality ingredients and timeless classics.
Well, let's go back 25 years because this is in your family. You were raised above this building, right? On the second floor?
I grew up upstairs, learned everything there is to know about the restaurant biz, and they turned it into what is today the Double Muskie.
Our friends at El Pioneer said you've got to check out their wine cellar.
Oh, yeah. Yep, we got the wine cellar to back up the food.
I'd love to see it. Let's check it out. Well, this is impressive.
Yes, this is the Double Muskie wine cellar. I personally hand select all them. I taste every wine and I choose them. And I put them away as well.
That's a nice job. We have a variety of things you're going to put out for us tonight. What do you suggest we have with our steaks?
Definitely a Australian Shiraz. And one of my all-time favorites, Two Hands.
When Next Stop returns, my buddy Brian and I tackle big mountain skiing at the Alyeska Ski Resort. Alaska is by far the biggest state in the country, almost 570,000 square miles. It's got the most coastline of any state in America, and it's about 2.3 times the size of Texas. Anchorage is the biggest city in the state, which means there's a lot to see and do here. On your next trip to Alaska, when visiting Anchorage, make sure to check out the Visitor Information Center. They'll help you plan your trip. It's located downtown Anchorage at 4th and F, and it's the log cabin. Can't miss it. Today we're hitting the road to Girdwood, Alaska, less than an hour away from Anchorage and home of Alaska's only year-round full-service resort, the Alyeska Resort. Just a short drive from Anchorage here at the Alyeska Resort in Girdwood, and about 10 years ago I was here. But a lot has changed, right, Sandy?
It has. We have a new owner. He loves to ski. He loves food and wine, and this place has really come alive in the last 5 years.
Now, you don't feel like you're even in the 50 states here. This has a really kind of a Asian, even a European feel to it.
You know, the original owners who built the hotel, the tram, were actually from Japan, and there's so much influence still. But right now, what we've done with this place, which has gone through a huge remodel, is bring Alaska indoors. We brought the organic side, the nature, wilderness. We brought colors, Alaskan art. It's actually a really fantastic public space.
It doesn't get any more full service than this. How many restaurants do you guys have?
We run 8 restaurants, everything from a casual coffee shop all the way to 4 Diamond, 7 Glaciers.
Now, I was reading you have a sushi bar.
It's called Sakura and Sushi Bar. It has everything from Wagyu beef to hand-rolled sushi.
Now, I remember the pool area being just special. I never forgot it. What is it about the pool area down there that is so unique?
The pool space itself is gorgeous, which I think helps greatly, but it's a saltwater pool, so you're dealing with less chemicals, less chlorine. It's wonderful. And the hot tub, it's the views.
So when I think of full-service resorts, I think of spas. I'm a total spa guy. In fact, earlier today, I checked out your spa and had one of the most unique treatments I've ever had. Check this out.
The treatment that we're doing on John today is the Thai bolus treatment. It is a treatment that incorporates lavender and sea salts. It's very relaxing, and we follow the lines or the meridians within the body for total relaxation. When you're working with the meridians within the body, it's very relaxing, but then it also can be therapeutic as well.
So how was that spa appointment?
It was incredible. I could barely get off the table. Jill said that when she first had it, it's like in 6 minutes she was asleep and couldn't get off the table. I had a hard time getting off the table, but I did, and here I am, and I got my mountain legs on me now, and I'm ready to tackle the slopes.
Well, that's great. I've got our mountain services manager. He's going to take you up the tram. You'll have a great time up there.
Isn't Glacier Valley awesome? Yeah. I mean, it's made up of multiple drainages from Glacier Creek, Winter Creek, California Creek, and Crow Creek. Spectacular glacier vistas, mountains going up 5,000 feet everywhere.
This is not a bad backdrop for your job for every day.
It is an awesome backdrop to wake up to.
Let's talk about the mountain, because it looks pretty darn vertical as we're heading straight up right now.
Alyeska has a wealth of terrain for people to experience. We have one of the longest continuous double black diamond runs in North America. but we also have got a great selection of intermediate and even entry-level terrain.
Ryan had to get back to work, but I'm not through with this mountain yet. I'm going to go check out Seven Glaciers Restaurant. One of my favorite things about a day after the ski hill is après ski, or after skiing. This stands out, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Got to have the king crab in Alaska, you know. So we have our king crab legs poached in a little butter, a little citrus butter here, and a little Meyer lemon to go with that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I dig that restaurant, and I love this mountain. It is extreme and world-class, as is the resort. Next stop, see you back in Anchorage. Coming up, voted best singer in Anchorage, Jared Woods and his band Woodrow at Humpy's. Live music is alive and well at Humpy's Great Alaskan Ale House in downtown Anchorage. On tap, Woodrow.
It echoes down the hop the minute we connect. House California, baby. Remember me back when sweet little summer's past, crowding down the coast. How we want is why did you ever think you'd make it home?
Voted best singer in Anchorage, Jared Woods is our musical guest on this episode of Next Stop, and Woodrow. That's right. Let's talk about your band, Woodrow. First of all, what's the name all about? What's Woodrow?
Well, the name started out actually as a nickname that a couple buddies gave me, and then when I was trying to find a name for this band, I heard that Woodrow is actually one of the names that they thought of naming Anchorage before they voted on a name.
Really?
Yeah, so I thought, oh, that kind of works. Band's been playing together now for about 9 years, and play here at Humpy's on a regular basis every Thursday night right now.
What a cool club.
Yeah.
Humpy's is such an awesome
Fantastic,
place.
yeah.
This is like the Cheers of Anchorage, isn't it?
Yeah. And I can point out Norm and Cliff Clayman if you want me to point them out.
But the food, so many beers on tap, and great live music.
Yeah.
Your music has been mentioned in the same venue as John Lennon. What's it like to have your name mentioned with John Lennon?
That's great. I'm not sure who said that, but
I read it.
Thank you to them. Okay.
I wasn't in the bathroom well either.
Okay, no.
Nancy traveled all the way from Juneau just to see Woodrow at Humpy's tonight.
They are good friends of Alaskan Brewing, and we were so thrilled to find out that they were going to be here tonight. So it's an extra pleasant surprise.
Okay,
to have
you didn't travel all the way just to see Woodrow.
No,
you're also here for this start of the Iditarod.
The Iditarod.
You're kind of an Iditarod junkie.
I am an Iditarod junkie, and so this gives me a good excuse to participate. You know, there's nothing that captures the Alaskan spirit like the Iditarod.
Oh, I would agree.
And you know, beer goes well with it.
I'll never leave your side.
Thanks for tuning in to Next Stop from the gorgeous 49th state of Alaska. Wintertime is a great time to come here with all the activities around the Iditarod and Fur-Rondy. And if you're looking for a world-class ski resort, the Alyeska Ski Resort is perfect for you and your family. Thanks also to our new friends here in Alaska. We had a great time making this show, and you were all a big part of it. Thanks also to our title sponsors, Alaska Airlines and the Alaska Airlines Visa Signature Card for your partnership. We'll see you next time on Next Stop. Where will we take you next? Make good memories, everybody.
Rules to keep everybody safe and sound and happy. It's great.
So you're executive director. What's your...
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to weekend 2 of...
I'm with Chris and Craig, and we're going to learn just about vintage snow machines. My first question for you, snow machines. Let's do that one again. Snow machines.
Ramus Fizz, top secret recipe.
What's in it?
Top secret.
I thought I'd get you. Hi, I'm John Olson. Welcome to Next Stop from the island that doesn't stop growing. Aloha and welcome to the island of Hawaii, also home to the most active volcano in the world, Mount Kilauea. It's also called the Big Island, and for good reason. All other 100-plus Hawaiian islands fit snugly into the Big Island with room to spare, which means there's a lot to see and do. Let's get after it. The fun starts now. We're in the Kohala Mountains and about to take a combo trail with Hawaii Forest and Trail.
This is Vaivi. It's strawberry guava, actually.
Wow.
And it's one of our big invasive species. This is once, other plants all here, and this plant just comes in and takes over.
It looks like it
replaces
takes over.
the whole forest with itself. The ditch was built in 1905, 1906, and the flume was here up until just a few years ago, or just last year, they replaced this. So lava makes waterfalls. What people don't realize is that because we have basalt lava, it is very conducive to making these big staircases in our streams as the water erodes it away. Loosens up the loose stuff and drops it away, gets to the hard stuff, runs down a little ways and falls off. So we'll go right over here in this rock face and I'll show you how the hard and soft is in the lava flow. This is the hard, dense stuff that we're talking about in the rock, but it's old and crumbly. Look at that. That's lava. That's just rock.
Okay, we need to give you a little tour of your vehicle here. What is this thing called? It goes everywhere. I love this thing, though.
This is what we affectionately call the Pinzi. The real name's Pinzgauer, and it's Austrian-made by Steyr-Daimler-Puch for the Swiss military. We put power to every single wheel and get the traction where we need it. So
it's fun to drive, isn't it?
They're fun to drive, they are.
You look like you're having a good time.
Well, I have more fun than you guys in the back.
Oh, we're having fun, too.
Eugene River. She's nice and mellow today.
We definitely had some adventure on the Big Island today, thanks to Hawaii Forest and Trail. And this man, Rob, how do you know these mountains so incredibly well?
I don't know. I just love it. Love it and do it, live it, read it.
How did you get
Lots
into
of studying. I've been into nature since I was a kid. And I came to Hawaii for a job, and just as a naturalist, it blew me away. I had no clue, and I've just been in love with the place ever since.
Well, tell us about Hawaii Forest and Trail. What are you guys all about?
Well, we're about connecting people to Hawaii and Hawaii's nature, and that's basically it. So we got the access. We've made arrangements with landowners to get people through gates, and got the vehicles to get them to spots. We've made trails, and we just want to bring people to Hawaii Nei, what's the best of Hawaii. And so Hawaii, a lot of people don't get to see.
I love the vehicle. That was amazing. But your feet. I got to ask about these. These are not your average hiking shoes.
Yeah, these are Vibram 5 Fingers. Once you wear them after a little bit, you're hooked, and you just hate wearing shoes after that.
I trust.
It's like walking barefoot.
Located just 15 minutes from Kona International Airport, historic Kailua Village is a lively seaside town located in the heart of the Kona coast. Once a sleepy fishing village and retreat for Hawaiian royalty, today it's bustling with affordable accommodations, great restaurants, and loads of shopping, and much more. It's also a great place to get a cup of 100% pure Kona coffee. Coming up, swimming with dolphins in the Pacific and a working ranch. Very few things roust me out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I tell you what does. Sunlight on Water's opportunity to swim with dolphins in the Pacific.
piece of bamboo. It's a Hawaiian wind instrument that I've made. It's called a pu, and it's made out of bamboo. Okay, this is my pu. Okay, I'm going to blow it 4 times. When I start my ceremony, I'll start facing east. I want to acknowledge our life source, Kala, the sun, and I blow it 4 times to recognize and honor the 4 directions, just like Native Americans do. These are humpback whales, the ones that are born here in Hawaii. That makes them Hawaiian humpbacks. All right, I'm just going to slow and stop the boat here for now, just for a moment. Dolphins are swimming right over to our boat. We've been at this for so long. I've been in the water swimming with dolphins for over 20 years, so I know what works well, what the dolphin are comfortable with. First of all, the more comfortable, the more relaxed you are in the water, the more comfortable the dolphin will feel coming around you.
So emulate them, basically.
Yeah.
Swim with them, which enhances fins.
That's why you've got fins on. When I'm in the water, I use a double leg dolphin kick as opposed to straight leg scissor kick, or I'll switch back and forth.
Let's go play with some dolphins.
People see the dolphin and they're so excited, and they pick up on that the happy vibe that the dolphin give off, and they just want to be with them. It's crazy.
We're 3,200 feet above sea level, and we're in for a treat. An evening at Kahua Ranch.
Well, my name is John Richards, and on behalf of the Richards family, I want to welcome everybody to Kahua Ranch. So how do we run it? Well, we run it under a single principle, and we have for quite some time. Dad, of course, really started this all many years ago. The term today, unfortunately, of course, has been co-opted and used in a lot of different ways. The term, of course, is sustainability. Now, like I said, it's been used for a million different things, but real simple. What we do today, we want to make sure that we can do tomorrow and on into the future without degrading the value, the productivity, and frankly, the beauty of the land. As you look around you, it's a pretty special place. We're doing what we can to keep it that way.
We're going to brand something here, right?
That's right.
How do we do this?
Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to take one of our red hot brands, you're going to apply it to a cedar shingle.
Oh, yeah. So we made the K, but you have a special tree for us that was designed just for tonight.
Just for tonight. It was made by John Richards. It took about 10 hours to make. It was hand carved. And, well, would you like to see it?
I would love to, man. This is going to be cool.
And then right up.
That is very cool.
That is cool.
Mahalo. I have so many questions for you, Raymond. My first question, how does a proper gentleman from England find the Big Island?
Well, I originally arrived here in 1957 on a cruise ship out of London and fell in love with this beautiful island after seeing many parts of the world, and this island has got everything.
All ages come for tonight. Tell us about the night.
Well, tonight we have families coming from, as you say, from hotels, resorts, some of our local families. And we have just been able to attract the family people, the children, the parents, and the grandparents, the tutus as we call them. And it's a wonderful opportunity for them to come and enjoy. They can eat all the food, the steak and potatoes and chicken.
And after dinner, you get to dance it off a little bit.
Oh, that's right. You've got the line dancing, and we get up and kick our heels, and absolutely. Then, of course, we go around, we have the activities. We've got branding, and we've got the telescope. Make some s'mores. Of course, we put more sugar back in. And roping, of course, John here shows you how to do roping. We have horseshoes, so a lot of activities for folks to get involved and have fun.
It's such a pleasant surprise. Most of our viewers who think of Hawaii do not think of a ranch, a working ranch. When you come to the island of Hawaii, you got to check out Kahua Ranch. It is amazing. Coming up, a helicopter tour over the world's most active volcano and a truly Hawaiian resort. Mount Kilauea is the most active volcano in the world, and thankfully and kindly, it decided to become more active this week for us. Sunshine Helicopters is going to take us up for a bird's eye view.
Getting in the aircraft today, we have floats on the bottom, and this illustration is yellow, but when we do get out to the aircraft, they are gray. Please don't step on those. I'll point out to where you can step as you enter and exit the aircraft.
Puts out over 2,000 tons or so for the oxygen a day.
Where there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of vents.
Yeah. Now the trees out to the right front of us is getting burnt down. It's from the lava flow that was flowing along the tree line that kind of cooled down already. On to the right from the western side of the tree lines over here is we have the Scenic Crater Road. Takes you down the hill towards the coastline, towards the west end road closure where the road ends. That comes down to Hawaii Volcano National Park.
How high are these sea cliffs?
About 1,000 feet.
The Big Island has the most diverse weather of any of the Hawaiian Islands, including tropical, monsoonal, desert, even permafrost. It has 11 of the world's 13 climate zones, creating a beautifully lush environment. From volcanic deserts to snow-capped mountains to black sand beaches to this amazing coastline. Our Island of Hawaii home, the Mauna Kea Resort, is truly a special property. It's not like a lot of hotels that you see that just kind of sprawl out. This place looks like it belongs here.
It is. It's one of those very special places. It was a vision of Lawrence Rockefeller. He was kind of a very interesting kind of a character. He was truly a venture capitalist, but even more, he was involved with the environment. He was very much on ecotourism. And so when they built this place, it was really more about making the property fit the land. It was never the other way around.
You feel that. You really do feel that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. And, his dream was on every great beach, there should be a wonderful resort.
You've got some beautiful sculptures and pieces of art around this property.
He was a lover of art. I mean, his face shined when it came to artwork. He truly believed that art should be experienced by everyone around the world, that you shouldn't put it behind glass. There shouldn't be barriers around it. So he believed that when people came, they should experience some of the beautiful arts from around the world.
You have a beautiful golf course.
Thank you. And we want you to go out and experience it.
I want to definitely. What else can we do here? I see lots of families here. This looks like a great place for families.
This is. I mean, here it's all about the ocean. We try and do everything around the ocean since that's really the reason why he built this hotel. I mean, we do all the snorkeling, we do scuba diving here. In the morning, you'll see people out here paddle boarding. We really do focus on the ocean. I mean, that's our mainstay here.
You've got a great staff and some very colorful chefs. Check this guy out.
Welcome, guys, to the Mauna Kea. We'll be doing a few things here using organic product, and we'll do a pasta today. Actually, this is a recipe that we developed. Okay, there's different ways of making pastas or different ingredients. So we run this to the machine. Okay. So we roll this up. Bigger pastas, we do it like this. Okay, or you can go thinner. Okay, or you can just do a bigger cut. All right. So we'll go ahead and cook it. Okay. Saute this up a little bit.
Did you throw it against the refrigerator trick?
Well, you know what? The funny thing about it is we did that, and believe it or not, one of the cooks were like, "Are you crazy?" I was like, "I haven't seen that before." So it's funny because my old chef from actually Oregon taught me that. So if you go back to the Winchester Inn, you'll have pastas all over the wall, and they're like, well, "That's Chef Junior's, there's Chef Mark," and here at the Mauna Kea, it's all about the flavor and the food.
And it's all local.
Yes.
Right here. You don't import this from anywhere.
Exactly.
It doesn't get any more fresh than that. A little garnish.
Garnish right there, and
voila.
There you go. You got it.
Up next, Liquid Aloha on the Big Island at the Kona Brewers Festival. It's time for some Liquid Aloha. We're at the Kona Brewers Festival. The sun's out, the beer's flowing, and the people are ready to party. So I got Tracy here, all the way from California.
We are pouring a dark IPA today, which is a new beer style to the beer community. It's a dark beer that has a lot of hop flavor to it, about 8% alcohol.
Nice. Well, let's taste your stuff, man.
All right. It's the Alpha Red. The other beer we're offering here today.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
It's really nice. Some amazing costumes here today, but I think I found the two that exemplify a beer festival the best. What do you guys think? Now, you're obviously St. Pauli girls. Do you know each other? Did you coordinate this?
Actually, we do know each other, but we did not coordinate this.
So where do you get a costume like this? It's not at the ABC store.
This is my Halloween costume. This was my Halloween costume as well, actually. And I figured, you only have so many places where you can actually wear a costume like this, and Brewfest is one of them.
This festival brings out some crazy outfits. Check this one out. There's actually a reason behind this outfit, Rebecca. Tell us about what this is made of and the significance of the Trash Fashion Show for the Brewers Festival.
The Trash Fashion Show is a phenomenal group of people who are dedicated and start working on their costumes probably 5 months before the event. Educate the crowd to the small things that we can all do to make sure that all of this didn't end up in the landfill.
I love your president, Matson Davis. Today we tried to cook up with him, but it's just too busy. But yesterday we did learn a little bit more about Kona Brewing. 1994, father and son Cameron Healy and Spoon Khalsa decided to share their passion for the craft world, felt that Hawaii needed a nice little brewery, and here we are today. This is really a good gathering place for people here on the island and for visitors. Big goal of ours, right from the beginning when Cameron and I got together and started working with each other, I said, let's build a restaurant that's a great gathering place. Now, Kona Brewing has kind of exploded in the last couple of years. Tell us what's been happening with you guys. Well, through further distribution on the mainland, and I think the clear message of Paradise, Liquid Aloha, high-quality product, using those Aloha Series beers that have things like Kona coffee in them, or passion fruit on the Wailua wheat. Before sustainability was even a word, you guys were adopting sustainable practices here. Yeah. Leading the charge, not just in Hawaii, but really on the mainland too. Well, thank you. There's a couple things. It's the right thing to do. And I think as a leader, you want to take a leadership position on things. And so from the menu, where we use products that are grown here locally, to the fact that we are one of, I think, very, very few breweries, I can't think of any others, that actually produce their beer in multiple locations to minimize their carbon footprint. So this is where it all started, though, right? This
It
is
is.
the main room. This
Yep.
is where all the beer is brewed. You guys see some longboard over there, my favorite.
Yep. For the first 5 years, this is where all the beer for Kona Brewing Company came from.
What does the festival mean for you guys?
The festival really is an opportunity for us to celebrate our birthday. It's really a chance to get down and celebrate with the people that live right here in Kona.
How appropriate and how cool is it that our featured artist on this episode from Kona is a guy by the name of Kona?
Yeah.
We couldn't have planned it any better.
Yeah, I love Kona in Kona. How you doing?
Here at the pub, here at the brewery, you're the featured band on stage today. What was it like playing the festival?
Oh, it's awesome. First time here. The people are great. Of course, there's beer. So, you know.
Did you get to partake in any of the beer?
I did. I try. My thing is, I don't know, unlike other musicians, I try not to drink before I play, because then I'll just get stupid and forget. I have major brain farts, so I'll forget lyrics and stuff.
Driving around, ain't got no place to go. Passing by a house I know never long ago. I see a woman standing on the lawn. Oh, long ago, she was so wise.
Your music has actually won awards. Nahoku Hana Hana Award.
Yes.
Hawaii's Grammy. Tell us about that.
Yes, my first Nahoku Hana Hana Award, 2010 Rock Album of the Year.
Mahalo for tuning into Next Stop from the island of Hawaii, or the Big Island, the island that just doesn't stop growing. It's a beautiful place with beautiful people. Thanks also to everybody that made our show possible, especially the Mauna Kea Resort. We love your property. Thanks also to our title sponsors, Alaska Airlines and the Alaska Airlines Visa Signature Card, for your partnership. We'll see you next time on Next Stop. Where will we take you next? Make good memories, everybody. What's been probably one of the key memories for you in your years of doing this business?
I had the Swedish bikini team out here.
You did not. I love that. Tell me about the Swedish bikini team.
Oh, geez. Oh, my God.